Welcome back to Elgin County Living. Next, it's the end of the line at Railway City Brewing Company, where award-winning brewmasters pay tribute to the area's railway history with quirky and creative beer names.
I'm here today with Paul Corvo, one of the founders of Railway City Brewing. So welcome, Paul, to Elgin Living.
Thank you, Kate.
Great. So tell us a little bit about the history of Railway City Brewing Company.
Railway City Brewing Company started just over 4 years ago. And we saw passion in brewing, but we also saw a little history in railway. So we kind of put it together, and thus you have Railway City Brewing.
Great. Now, what was the vision behind that, and who was involved in the initial stages?
Initial stages, Al Goulding and myself, we kind of pulled together some community investors, and we're able to pull it together and coming up with some interesting brews, and of course throwing in the railway theming and some history like our Dead Elephant Ale with Jumbo. So it's a lot of fun.
So tell us a little bit about those interesting brews.
Interesting brews, yes. Well, first we started off with our blonde ale, and of course the first week we opened, we sold right out, but we had a little misstep along the way, and we had a darker blonde than we could actually sell as blonde, and hence that became our copper when we immediately sold out of our blonde. We had a batch that we saved because it was still delicious, but it was too dark for a blonde, so hence the copper, and we kind of tweaked the recipes along the way. And of course, we have a lot of fun with seasonals. We use a lot of Elgin County ingredients, from Palmer's maple syrup right through to clover mead honey. And we try to incorporate as much local ingredients as we can.
Great. Now, what are some of your more popular seasonals?
Well, right now our honey elixir is just delicious to die for. And actually the honey comes from London, but the apiary is actually Heemstra's, just outside of Port Stanley. We've also done a blueberry ginseng Pilsner, which was quite delicious, and we try to use as much ingredients. So the honey browns that we've done with clover mead are delicious. We've also done an orchard harvest where we used fresh McIntosh apples from either Grettig's Orchards or Rokabee's. We're playing around with a couple more. Hopefully we'll be able to get something either with rhubarb or strawberry, or who knows what. So.
Ooh, strawberry rhubarb beer. Now that's one I could drink, for sure. Now tell us a little bit about the process here at the brewery.
Well, you're in luck today. Hopefully your viewers will be able to watch, because Mike Gardner, our brewer, he's actually going to be pitching in some grains, and we're going to be brewing today. So hopefully you'll be able to stick around for that.
Fantastic. Now here at the facility, how much beer is processed, say, in a week?
In a week, we do about 1,000 liters per batch. We brew about 3 to 4 batches a week. We also brew off-site at another facility that does our cans for the LCBO. We're maxed right out in this space, and hopefully we're looking to grow.
Great. Now, you mentioned the beer is available at the LCBO. Where else is the beer available?
Direct through our brewery. We are starting a home delivery service through anyone in Central Elgin, St. Thomas, and London and Middlesex. But LCBOs, we're in over 160 LCBOs, right from Windsor right up to Ottawa, so it's gone quite well.
Great. Now, if people are out in a restaurant, they want to get Railway City on tap, where could they go for that?
Locally, we have the Wharf and Me and Susie's in Port Stanley. We have New Sarum Diner. We have Kenny Iguanas here in town. We also have cans at Boston Pizza, Legends, Ollie's. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to try our local beer. Pasto's out on the highway. Of course, a couple key restaurants in London. So wherever you go, you should always ask for something local. Great.
Now, are you participating in a lot of events through the summer months?
Well, that's where we actually get people to try our beer, through events. We participate in as many events as we can. We'll be part of the Pride Festival in Port Stanley. Of course, we're part of Savor Elgin, and Fresh Fest is coming up in August. We also go to the Chatham Rib Fest. We go to the Toronto Festival of Beer. We go up to Kitchener for the Craft Beer and Rib Fest. So we're right across. Actually, Kingston's got a really nice beer festival going on at the Fort Henry there. So it's quite special, and we enjoy going to all these events. You see a lot of people, so it's great.
Great. Now, here at your location, retail location, what can people expect if they come in for a visit?
Well, the nice thing about it is we can sample. So what you can't do normally at liquor stores and beer stores is actually try the product before you buy. We do have a tasting bar up front right at the retail counter. We also offer tours. Tours are very small. We're a small operation, but you get to sample a couple beers afterwards. And everything we brew is available here on site, provided it's in stock. We generally sell out on some of our more popular seasonals pretty quick. So.
Great. And if people come in, can they go for a tour as well?
Yeah, tours are available upon request. All we ask for is not to expect a tour within the last hour of business. So we usually get pretty busy at certain times, and if they'd like to bring in some friends and family and they want to have more than 4 people, by all means call ahead. We've done tours as large as 40 people, so gets kind of nuts in here.
No kidding. That's great. Now, if you're purchasing the beer at the retail store, how can you purchase it? I've heard there's growlers, perhaps?
Growlers, yes, our famous growlers, a 2-liter jug of beer, the old moonshine jugs. Very popular, perfect party pack. It's basically a 6-pack in a jug. Take it to a party, away you go. We also have variety packs, so if you like 3 of one and 4 of another, by all means, mix up your own pack and away you go.
Fantastic. Now, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you and find out information if they're interested in coming in?
The best thing to do is give us a call at 631-1881 or just drop in and we'll be able to chat.
Great. Well, that's it for today, and back to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Kate. I definitely hope you brought me back some samples this time. We'll be right back on Elgin County Living.